My U.S. citizen husband filed for me on April 25th, and up until now, I haven't received any notice because my husband won't let me have my letters. What do I do?
Why won't the husband let him have letters? What's going on?
So they got into an argument the night. I don't know.
What's going on? I don't know what's going on with them, but it sounds like the husband doesn't want to help her. The husband is taking some power trips on her, and when one spouse power trips the other spouse, that's leading down to a VAWA case.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So you can't file a VAWA case with still being married to them, right? You can.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You know, pulling power over the other, holding somebody back, that is a component, not the entire case.
Right.
But that is certainly a component of extreme emotional abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say Fool on YouTube said, we received an IR2 visa for my 13-year-old child. Do we have to pay $220 for her green card because she's going to become a U.S. citizen upon entry? So is it mandatory to actually pay her IR2 immigration fee?
You shouldn't have to. She's going to be an automatic citizen.
Right.
Right.
Save your money.
Irakli saying, my wife is a U.S. citizen. We married October 14th, 2016. We had an interview May 8th, 2017. USCIS still didn't make a decision about my I-130 and I-485. Today is 6/12/2019. What do I have to do? I really need your advice, please. We already know.
Mandamus.
Mandamus.
Next.
Michelle says, this is Michelle Ann from Pennsylvania. Can I still file from Citizenship when I'm divorced and have a green card?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, as long as you have a green card for 5 years, why not?
I had my I-130 interview February 2018 was approved. 2018 approved was petitioned by my husband. I now have a scheduled I-485 in July. So I'm wondering, since we were asked all questions, such as like how we met, where was the proposal, our address, such questions like that. We were interviewed separately. It's been 2 years since we were married. We provided all the evidence of our marriage. Everything is going well. Wondering if the I-485 interview is likely to ask the same questions, or what should we expect at this time? Would it be a 10-year or a 2-year?
If you're married more than 2 years, it's going to be a 10-year, but you got to prove it's a bona fide marriage. You're going to get those questions again.
Same questions.
Yep.
I came to the U.S. 15 years ago on someone else's passport. Now I'm about to get married to a U.S. citizen. When do I file my adjustment and my waiver? And am I going to get a permit while waiting for approval?
If you have proof of your legal entry, albeit as somebody else, if you're in New York and Connecticut, you could file an adjustment. Otherwise, you're not eligible. It's New York and Connecticut is the only two states that allow it under a Second Circuit decision. You file your waiver at the time of the interview. You would get a work permit.
And Elisa saying, hey squad, I'm from Guyana and living in Guyana too. I was petitioned in December 2013 by my father, who's a U.S. permanent resident green card holder. I received an email stating that immigration received all the necessary documents and I'll hear from them concerning my appointment date in 3 months. 8 months has passed and I still haven't heard from them. What should I do?
What's your priority date?
The appointment was supposed to be in 3 months and it's been 8 months.
For the U.S. Embassy, hire a lawyer and let us call the embassy and what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
And since she's in Guyana, she could still hire you, correct?
Talise said, my U.S. citizen husband filed for my kids. They're all under 18. The I-130 was approved. What's next and what documents is NVC going to need?
You need affidavit support, 3 years tax returns, job letter, bank letter. You need a police clearance, and you need all your biographic data information, your birth certificates and things of that nature.
All right, GT has a question saying driver's license expires on 8/2/2019. Still waiting on the EAD card after 193 days. What do I do? Should I file my H-1B extension so that I can continue to work while waiting?
Yes.
All right.
Shabrol said, what are the chances of vacating a 25-year-old criminal conviction so I could become a citizen?
If it's in New York, why not? Try it. I don't know other states, but certainly New York, you can try.
My wife will have her naturalization interview, but she hasn't had her 751 interview. So what's going to happen during the interview? Do I need to accompany her on the N400?
Yes, you have to prove it's a bona fide marriage. Accompany her everywhere.
Cachet said, I've been waiting on 3 years for my green card, so how do I file the mandamus? If I transferred my case from Georgia to Virginia and got my work permit approved twice in 2016.
You don't file it. You need to hire a lawyer to do it. It's a lawyer thing.
All right, Faith saying, I have a proceedings removal for overstayed. I don't have any criminal case. Can I move to Canada?
Sure, why not?
Allie says, my cousin obtained his social security number because of his OPT, but now he overstayed his student visa and he knows that he couldn't engage in any form of employment because of his expired work permit. Could he invest in a certificate of deposit here in the U.S. even if his social is no longer valid?
Yes, he can.
How long will it take if I file a VAWA June 2019?
2 years.
Latoya is wondering how much money a sponsor must earn a year to sponsor 4 people to come to the U.S. They have 1 adult and 3 kids. So how much money?
It's a family of 4.
It's a family of 4 that they must sponsor.
A family of 4. Let's see. The poverty guidelines for a family of 4 is $25,750 is 100%. 125% of that would be 5, 10, about 6, 12, 18, about 7, about $34,000 a year.
Now,
that's adult and 4 children.
Adult and 3 children.
Yes, that would be a family of 4. About $34,000.
And when you're looking at that, do you include the person who's sponsoring
yes.
in the? So really, it's a family of 5 then,
so
because they're sponsoring for 4
so
people.
then 5 people would be 30,000 is 100%. So you're at about 38,000 is the kind of the.
It's the minimum.
Is the minimum, yeah.
Can I get a joint sponsor from a different state from where I reside?
Yes.
Stacy Hilton said, I'm a U.S. citizen and my stepmother is here currently working on a work visa. Could I apply to adjust her status while she's here in the U.S. or do I need to wait for her to return to Jamaica? She's here on a work visa and I'm a U.S. citizen.
It's a stepmother. That means that she would have had to have married your biological father before you turned 18. If that's the case and you're a U.S. citizen over 21, the answer is yes. She could adjust here, but put in the adjustment after 90 days.
All right, our last sport right now is Janice Small saying, how long after you get your work permit do you get your interview date?
I don't know what she's doing. What is the application that she did? What kind of interview?
More information, please.
I assume it's an adjustment, but it anywhere from 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, depends what country you're from, depends what application you did, it depends actually when you filed it, because they're in a last in, first out situation right now.